Money is a fascinating thing. It means different things to different people. Some see it as a tool for security and stability, carefully planning every expense and saving for the future. Others treat it as a way to experience life, share happiness, and indulge in luxury without hesitation. Have you ever noticed how some people are extremely frugal while others are surprisingly generous? Astrology offers insight into our financial habits. Certain zodiac signs are naturally cautious with their money, thinking twice before making any purchase, while others believe in spending freely and enjoying every moment. In this video, we'll explore which zodiac signs are the most careful with their money, often labeled as stingy, and which ones are the most generous and open-handed. Whether you're a strict saver or a carefree spender, your zodiac sign might have a bigger influence on your financial behavior than you think. Let's dive in and see where you stand. The stingiest zodiac signs. Being careful with money isn't necessarily a bad thing. Some people prefer to be financially secure rather than spend on unnecessary things. These zodiac signs tend to be calculated, practical, and disciplined when it comes to their finances. They prioritize savings, avoid impulsive spending, and make sure every purchase is justified. Taurus, the calculated saver. Taurus, ruled by Venus, is often associated with luxury, comfort, and material stability. While they do love indulging in the finer things in life, they are far from reckless spenders. Instead, Taurus approaches money with a strategic mindset, always ensuring they have enough saved before they splurge on anything. Why Taurus is considered stingy. Security comes first. Taurus craves financial stability. They are not the type to spend impulsively or take financial risks. Every purchase is carefully thought out, and they prefer to invest in things that hold long-term value. Hesitant to lend money. They don't easily part with their hard-earned cash, even for close friends or family. Taurus believes in financial responsibility and expects others to manage their own money wisely. Practical over pleasure. While they love luxury, they won't spend unless they are sure they can afford it comfortably. They are more likely to save for a high-quality item than waste money on small, unnecessary expenses. When Taurus becomes generous. For quality and value, Taurus will happily spend on things that matter, whether it's a high-end handbag, a gourmet meal, or a well-planned vacation. They may take time to decide, but when they do, they go for the best. On loved ones. While they may not casually throw money around, Taurus is incredibly generous with those they love. If they believe someone truly needs help, they will step up, especially when it involves family or long-term friends. Comfort and stability. If Taurus sees that their generosity can bring comfort or long-term benefits, they won't hesitate to invest, whether it's buying a home, helping a loved one in need, or treating their partner to a luxurious experience. Final verdict on Taurus. Taurus isn't stingy in the sense of being unwilling to spend money. They just prioritize financial security above all else. They believe in smart spending, long-term investments, and careful money management. While they may seem overly cautious with money, their generosity shines through when it comes to quality, love, and stability. Virgo, the meticulous money manager. Virgo, ruled by Mercury, is one of the most practical and detail-oriented signs of the zodiac. When it comes to money, they take an analytical and cautious approach, ensuring every penny is well spent. Their reputation for being stingy doesn't come from greed. It comes from their deep-rooted need for efficiency, organization, and financial security. Why Virgo is considered stingy? Budgeting masters. Virgo loves structure, and that extends to their finances. They are experts at budgeting, planning, and tracking expenses, making sure nothing goes to waste. Every purchase is analyzed for its necessity and value. Dislikes wasteful spending. Virgos hate unnecessary expenses. They won't buy trendy, overpriced items just for the sake of it, and they certainly won't throw money away on things they consider impractical or frivolous. Selective generosity. Virgo doesn't believe in blind generosity. If they lend money or give gifts, it's because they see a practical reason behind it, not just out of impulse or emotional influence. When Virgo becomes generous. Helping others improve. Virgo loves to help people grow. If they see someone struggling financially but making an effort, they'll be happy to assist, whether that means lending money, offering financial advice, or supporting their education and career. Thoughtful and useful gifts. Instead of extravagant, flashy presents, Virgo prefers to give gifts that are practical and meaningful, things that will actually benefit the recipient in the long run. Investing in health and knowledge. Virgo values health, self-improvement, and education. They'll spend freely on quality food, medical care, self-development courses, and books, believing these are wise and necessary investments. Final verdict on Virgo. Virgo isn't stingy for the sake of being cheap. They simply dislike waste and prioritize efficiency. Their frugality is rooted in logic and responsibility, ensuring that money is spent wisely and with purpose. But when it comes to helping others grow, supporting loved ones, or improving themselves, Virgo is more than willing to open their wallet. Capricorn, the strategic saver. Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, is known for discipline, ambition, and long-term planning. When it comes to finances, they take a serious, strategic approach, prioritizing stability and future security over impulsive spending. They are often labeled as stingy, but in reality, they are simply careful and methodical with money. Why Capricorn is considered stingy? Financial discipline. Capricorns believe that money should be earned, saved, and invested wisely. They are unlikely to make impulsive purchases or waste money on things they see as unnecessary. Long-term planning. Unlike signs that live for the moment, Capricorn always thinks about the future. They prefer to build wealth gradually, focusing on investments, retirement plans, and assets rather than short-term pleasures. Cautious with generosity. Capricorn doesn't believe in reckless generosity. If they give, they do so with careful consideration, ensuring their help is deserved and won't be wasted. When Capricorn becomes generous. Supporting family and stability. Capricorn is deeply loyal to their loved ones. While they may not be openly generous, they will quietly provide financial support when it truly matters, especially when it comes to family stability, education, or career growth. Investing in success. They don't waste money on fleeting pleasures, but they will spend on things that build success, whether it's buying property, funding a business, or supporting a partner's ambitions. High-quality, practical spending. If Capricorn is spending, it's on durability and value. They may not splurge often, but when they do, they ensure it's an investment that lasts, like high-end work essentials, timeless fashion, or real estate. Final verdict on Capricorn. Capricorn isn't stingy, they're strategic. Every financial decision is made with long-term benefits in mind. While they may not be the most openly generous sign, their financial wisdom ensures stability for both themselves and those they care about. They value security over extravagance, but when it truly matters, Capricorn will step up and provide. Scorpio, the calculated protector of wealth. Scorpio, ruled by Pluto and Mars, is a sign of intensity, secrecy, and deep emotional intelligence. When it comes to money, they take a highly strategic and protective approach. Scorpios aren't necessarily stingy, but they are selective and cautious about how, where, and with whom they spend their resources. Why Scorpio is considered stingy. Financial secrecy. Scorpio doesn't openly discuss their finances. They keep their wealth, earnings, and financial plans private, which can make them seem more frugal than they actually are. Control over resources. Scorpios hate feeling vulnerable, and money is a powerful tool of control. They don't easily lend money or make financial commitments unless they are absolutely certain it's in their best interest. Suspicious of others' intentions. Scorpio has a deep mistrust of people who ask for money. They analyze motives carefully and won't give financial help unless they believe it's truly deserved. When Scorpio becomes generous. For those they deeply trust, Scorpio is extremely loyal to their inner circle. If they trust and love you, they will go to great lengths to provide financial support when needed. Investing in power and transformation. Scorpio won't waste money on fleeting pleasures, but they will spend on things that increase their power and status, such as business ventures, investments, or personal growth. Lavish on love. While they are careful with money in general, Scorpio is surprisingly generous in love. If they are committed, they will spoil their partner with meaningful, high-quality gifts and luxurious experiences. Final verdict on Scorpio. Scorpio isn't stingy. They're calculating. They see money as a tool for security, power, and influence, and they don't part with it easily unless they see real value in doing so. Their generosity is reserved for those they trust deeply, and when they do spend, it's with intention, passion, and strategy. Aquarius, the pragmatic spender. Aquarius, ruled by Uranus and Saturn, is known for its independent, unconventional, and forward-thinking nature. When it comes to money, they take a rational and detached approach, often prioritizing intellectual and humanitarian pursuits over material indulgence. While they aren't necessarily greedy, they can appear stingy because of their practical mindset and unique spending habits. Why Aquarius is considered stingy. Minimalist approach. Aquarius isn't interested in luxury for the sake of status. They prefer simplicity and functionality, which can make them seem uninterested in spending money on unnecessary things. Prioritizes ideas over materialism. Aquarius values knowledge, innovation, and experiences over material possessions. They would rather invest in a meaningful cause, a new technology, or an educational opportunity than in designer clothes or expensive dinners. Unemotional about money. Unlike emotionally driven spenders, Aquarius treats money like a tool rather than a source of comfort or pleasure. They are unlikely to splurge on sentimental gifts or emotional spending. When Aquarius becomes generous. For a greater cause. While they may hesitate to spend on themselves or loved ones, Aquarius is willing to donate to humanitarian causes, support charities, or fund innovative projects that align with their ideals. Helping a friend in need. Aquarius may not shower people with expensive gifts, but if a friend is truly struggling, they'll offer help, often in a practical or problem-solving way, rather than just handing over money. Investing in knowledge and technology. They don't waste money on fleeting pleasures, but they will spend on books, online courses, futuristic gadgets, and progressive ideas that expand their mind. Final verdict on Aquarius. Aquarius isn't stingy. They're selective and rational with their spending. They don't see money as a way to impress or indulge, but rather as a tool for progress and innovation. While they may not be the most generous with material things, they are incredibly giving when it comes to ideas, wisdom, and causes they believe in. Cancer, the protective saver. Cancer, ruled by the moon, is deeply emotional, nurturing, and protective. When it comes to money, their financial habits are driven by security and family priorities. While they are generous with loved ones, they can appear stingy because of their cautious approach to spending and their tendency to save for the future rather than indulge in luxuries. Why Cancer is considered stingy. Security. First mentality. Cancer thrives on financial stability. They are careful with money because they want to ensure a safe and comfortable future, both for themselves and their loved ones. Cautious spending. Unlike impulsive spenders, Cancer carefully evaluates every purchase. They avoid unnecessary risks and won't part with money unless they see real value in it. Emotional attachment to money. Cancer views money as a form of protection. They save and invest with a strong emotional connection, sometimes hesitating to spend even when they can afford to. When Cancer becomes generous. For family and loved ones, Cancer is extremely generous when it comes to family. They will spend freely on their children, parents, or close friends, ensuring their well-being. Creating a cozy home. While they may be frugal elsewhere, Cancer will invest in a warm and comfortable home, buying quality furniture, sentimental decorations, and anything that enhances their personal space. Acts of care and hospitality. Cancer's generosity often comes in the form of home-cooked meals, thoughtful gifts, and emotional support rather than financial handouts. Final verdict on Cancer. Cancer isn't stingy. They're protective and strategic with their finances. Their careful spending comes from a deep need for security. But when it comes to family, home, and emotional connections, they are some of the most generous and nurturing people you'll ever meet. The most generous zodiac signs. These signs are big-hearted and love to share, whether it's money, time, or resources. They believe in spreading joy through giving and don't think twice about spending on others. Sagittarius, the free-spirited giver. Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, is the eternal optimist and adventurer of the zodiac. Known for their generosity, enthusiasm, and carefree attitude toward money, they are one of the most giving signs. Sagittarius views money as a means to experience life to the fullest, and they are rarely concerned with saving or hoarding wealth. Why Sagittarius is considered generous. Live for the moment mentality. Sagittarius doesn't stress over finances. They believe that money comes and goes, so they are willing to spend freely on experiences, friends, and spontaneous adventures. Loves sharing experiences. Whether it's picking up the tab at dinner, booking a last-minute trip with friends, or surprising loved ones with thoughtful gifts, Sagittarius enjoys spreading joy through generosity. Philosophical and big-hearted. Sagittarius has a broad perspective on life and believes in helping others whenever they can. They are more likely to donate to a cause, help a stranger, or support a friend financially without expecting anything in return. When Sagittarius becomes reckless, impulsive spending, their adventurous nature can sometimes lead to financial instability. They might spend excessively on travel, social outings, or hobbies without considering long-term consequences. Too generous for their own good. Sagittarius can be overly trusting, lending money or giving gifts to people who may take advantage of their generosity. Lack of financial planning. Because they value freedom over structure, they often neglect saving for the future, which can lead to financial stress down the road. Final verdict on Sagittarius. Sagittarius is one of the most generous signs, always eager to share their wealth, time, and experiences with others. However, their carefree nature means they sometimes spend without thinking, leading to financial ups and downs. Despite this, their generosity is genuine, joyful, and contagious, making them one of the most giving personalities in the zodiac. Leo, the lavish giver. Leo, ruled by the sun, is known for their charismatic, bold, and generous nature. They have a natural flair for the dramatic and love to make a statement, especially when it comes to spending money. With their larger-than-life personalities, Leos enjoy showering their loved ones with gifts, attention, and acts of kindness. They love being the center of attention and will often go above and beyond to make others feel special. Why Leo is considered generous. Love for luxury and comfort. Leos have an affinity for the finer things in life. They don't hesitate to splurge on luxurious items, high-end experiences, or extravagant gifts for themselves and their loved ones. Heartfelt gifts. Leo's generosity often comes in the form of grand gestures and thoughtful gifts. They enjoy making people feel valued and loved, often going out of their way to pick out the perfect present or surprise their friends and family with something special. Sharing the spotlight. Leos love to show off their wealth, not out of vanity, but to make others feel good. Whether it's buying drinks for everyone at the bar or hosting a lavish party, Leo enjoys creating an atmosphere of abundance and celebration for those around them. When Leo becomes excessive, over-the-top spending. Leos sometimes fall into the trap of spending excessively to maintain their image or keep up with their own lavish standards. Their desire to impress others can lead to overspending on things they don't truly need. Generosity that can feel demanding. While Leos are generally giving, their generosity can sometimes come with an unspoken expectation of recognition or admiration in return. This can make their generosity feel less selfless at times, risking financial stability for appearances. Leos have been known to put on a facade of wealth and success, which can lead to financial strain if they spend beyond their means in order to maintain their appearance. Final verdict on Leo. Leo is undoubtedly one of the most generous zodiac signs, especially when it comes to making others feel important and valued. Their generosity knows no bounds when they care for someone, but their love for luxury and need to impress can sometimes lead them to overspend and risk financial stability. Nevertheless, their big-hearted and loving nature makes them a joy to be around, and their generosity often leaves a lasting impact on those fortunate enough to experience it. Aries, the bold and spontaneous giver. Aries, ruled by Mars, is known for their boldness, adventurous spirit, and love for action. This fire sign is not only impulsive and energetic, but also incredibly generous when it comes to sharing with others. Aries' giving nature is driven by their desire to inspire, motivate, and care for those they hold dear. They're the ones who act first and think later, and their generosity often comes in the form of spontaneous gestures and acts of kindness. Why Aries is considered generous. Spontaneous acts of kindness. Aries loves to make quick, heartfelt decisions, especially when it comes to helping others. Whether it's buying a round of drinks for friends or spontaneously helping someone in need, Aries doesn't hesitate to act when they see an opportunity to be generous. Big-hearted with their time and energy. Aries is always ready to lend a hand, whether it's offering emotional support or jumping in to assist with physical tasks. They value action over words, so if someone needs help, they'll go out of their way to pitch in. Willing to take risks for others. As a natural risk taker, Aries will sometimes go the extra mile for those they care about. Whether it's lending money, offering advice, or tackling difficult situations, Aries is generous with their resources, especially if it means helping someone else succeed or grow. When Aries can be too impulsive. Impulsive spending. Aries' spontaneity can sometimes lead them to overspend without thinking things through. Their enthusiasm to treat others or indulge in a new experience might mean they end up spending more than they should. Generosity without thinking of the consequences. While Aries' heart is in the right place, they can sometimes give more than they can afford, causing financial strain in the process. They don't always stop to assess the long-term impact of their actions. Generosity with conditions. Aries' generosity can also come with an unspoken expectation of receiving something in return. If their spontaneous act of kindness goes unnoticed or unappreciated, they may feel disappointed or frustrated. Final verdict on Aries. Aries is one of the most generous signs, driven by their desire to help others and make a difference. Their spontaneity, enthusiasm, and willingness to jump into action for their loved ones make them a joy to be around. However, their impulsive nature sometimes leads to unthoughtful decisions and financial missteps. Despite this, their generosity is pure, heartfelt, and often a reflection of their desire to create excitement and happiness in the lives of those they care about. Libra, the harmonious and generous giver. Libra, ruled by Venus, is all about balance, beauty, and fairness. Known for their charming, sociable, and diplomatic nature, Libras are incredibly generous, particularly when it comes to creating harmony and making others feel good. They love giving to those they care about, especially if it helps to build peace, connection, and positive energy in their relationships. Why Libra is considered generous. Generous with their time and attention. Libras value deep connections and will always make time for their loved ones. They are known for their listening skills and the emotional support they provide. If you need advice or just someone to talk to, a Libra is always there, ready to offer a kind word and a helpful perspective. Gifting from the heart. Libras love giving gifts that reflect thoughtfulness and consideration. They pay attention to people's likes and dislikes and put effort into choosing meaningful presents. They want their gifts to be an expression of their love and appreciation, often going for the perfectly curated items that will bring a smile to someone's face. Creating joyful experiences. Libras are natural hosts and love organizing social gatherings, whether it's a small dinner party or a larger celebration. They want everyone to feel included and comfortable, and often take the lead in making others feel special and welcome. When Libra's generosity becomes a strain. People-pleasing tendencies. Libra's desire for balance and harmony sometimes leads them to give excessively in order to keep everyone happy. This can cause them to neglect their own needs or feel drained when trying to please others too much. Indecisiveness with giving. Libra's innate desire to be fair and just can sometimes cause them to overthink their generosity, worrying whether they've given enough or whether they've chosen the perfect gift. This indecisiveness can make their acts of kindness seem less spontaneous or overly calculated, putting others first at their own expense. In an effort to maintain peace and avoid conflict, Libras may give more than they can afford, emotionally, financially, or physically. They can sometimes overextend themselves, leading to feelings of burnout or resentment. Final verdict on Libra. Libra is one of the most generous signs when it comes to nurturing relationships and creating harmony in their social circles. Their kindness is heartfelt, and they enjoy making others feel special, whether through thoughtful gifts, emotional support, or hosting memorable events. However, their desire to please everyone can sometimes lead them to give too much, causing personal strain. Despite this, Libra's generosity is always rooted in their desire for peace, balance, and genuine connection with those around them. Gemini, the fun-loving and versatile giver. Gemini, ruled by Mercury, is known for their quick wit, curiosity, and adaptable nature. As the social butterfly of the Zodiac, Gemini is incredibly generous, especially when it comes to sharing their time, energy, and ideas. They love to entertain, engage, and make people feel heard. Their generosity comes in the form of spontaneous gestures and exciting experiences, often aimed at bringing fun and joy to those around them. Why Gemini is considered generous. Generous with their knowledge and ideas. Geminis love to talk and share their knowledge. Whether it's giving advice, discussing a new book, or introducing someone to a fascinating topic, they are always happy to share what they know. Their intellectual generosity is often what attracts people to them. Social generosity. Gemini thrives in social settings and loves to spread positivity. They are the ones who organize group hangouts, send fun texts to cheer someone up, or initiate spontaneous get-togethers. Their energetic and optimistic personality makes them the life of the party, and they're always generous with their enthusiasm. Emotional support when they're present. While Geminis can be unpredictable at times, when they are fully engaged, they offer genuine emotional support. They can be empathetic listeners who enjoy helping people think through their problems, often offering fresh perspectives that others may not have considered. When Gemini's generosity can be challenging. Inconsistent generosity. Geminis can sometimes be generous one moment and then distant the next. Their changeable nature means they may offer help when they feel inspired, but can quickly move on to something else, leaving others feeling neglected or unsure of where they stand. Generosity with expectations. Because Gemini often enjoys receiving attention, their generosity can sometimes come with the expectation of reciprocation. They may feel disappointed if their efforts aren't appreciated or if they don't receive the same energy in return. Overcommitting and spreading themselves. Too thin. Gemini's desire to be involved in everything can lead them to overcommit. In their eagerness to help or share, they may find themselves stretched thin, unable to fully dedicate themselves to any one task, and this can cause frustration both for them and for those relying on their support. Final verdict on Gemini. Gemini is a highly generous sign, particularly when it comes to sharing ideas, creating fun experiences, and providing emotional support in their own unique way. Their social nature and adaptable personality make them the go-to person for a good time or helpful advice. However, their generosity can sometimes feel inconsistent or fleeting, and their desire for reciprocal attention can make their acts of kindness feel less selfless at times. Pisces, the compassionate and selfless giver. Pisces, ruled by Neptune, is the dreamer of the Zodiac, known for their empathy, compassion, and boundless creativity. As one of the most generous signs, Pisces is often more concerned with the emotional well-being of others than their own. Their generosity is deeply rooted in compassion, and they will go out of their way to help those in need, sometimes even at the cost of their own comfort. Why Pisces is considered generous. Selfless and compassionate. Pisces has an innate desire to help others, particularly those who are struggling or in emotional pain. They have a profound understanding of what it means to be vulnerable and will often offer unconditional support to those who need it most, even if they don't ask for it. Generous with their time and energy. Pisces will often sacrifice their own time to be there for others. Whether it's staying up late to listen to a friend in need or offering a comforting shoulder, they give of themselves without hesitation. Creative generosity. Pisces loves to give through creative means, whether that's writing heartfelt letters, creating personalized gifts, or helping others discover their artistic side. Their generosity often takes a deeply personal and emotional form, making the recipient feel cherished and understood. Emotional support. Known for their deep empathy, Pisces is always ready to offer emotional support. They are natural listeners and can sense what others are feeling, making them exceptionally attuned to people's needs. A Pisces will often sense someone's sadness before they even speak, offering comfort without needing to be asked. When Pisces' generosity becomes challenging. Overgiving and self-sacrifice. Pisces' desire to help others can sometimes lead them to overextend themselves. They often give so much that they neglect their own well-being, leaving themselves emotionally drained or even physically exhausted, expecting nothing in return but feeling hurt. Despite their selflessness, Pisces sometimes expects others to reciprocate their kindness or to show equal empathy. When this doesn't happen, they may feel deeply hurt or disappointed, though they rarely express it outwardly. Overly idealistic generosity. Pisces can sometimes have unrealistic expectations of others and the world. Their idealism may lead them to give to people who don't appreciate or reciprocate their efforts, leaving them feeling disillusioned or taken advantage of. Final verdict on Pisces. Pisces is undoubtedly one of the most generous zodiac signs, driven by their deep compassion and desire to help others. Their selflessness, emotional support, and creative generosity make them beloved by those who know them. However, their tendency to overgive and their expectations of reciprocation can sometimes lead to emotional burnout. Despite these challenges, Pisces remains a source of comfort and kindness, always offering their heart and soul to those who need it most. And there you have it. These zodiac signs show us the different ways generosity can manifest, whether it's through emotional support, creative gestures, or spontaneous acts of kindness. Each sign has its own unique way of giving, and while some may hold back a little more, others overflow with generosity in ways that touch our hearts. But remember, generosity isn't just about material gifts or grand gestures. It's the little things that truly count: the kind words, the listening ear, and the support we give to one another. The key is to understand how your zodiac sign, or the signs around you, express their generosity best and to cherish those moments. Do you agree with how your zodiac sign expresses generosity? Or maybe you've noticed something surprising about your own giving nature? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more fun astrology content. Thanks for watching, and remember, generosity is always in the stars.